We are going to go through the entire chapters
Yep, 3
of
to
this. So stay tuned. Stay right here.
go. Yep,
Don't move.
don't move, don't go anywhere. Hey everybody, welcome to Hollywood Producers React. I am Scott,
And I am Sam.
and today we're continuing our journey with Ren's Chapters. And there's 7 of these. We've done 3 of them so far. Go check those out. I don't know what to expect in this. Maybe some good things and maybe a good song at the end. But these have really been eye-opening, I think, for both of us, right?
Yeah, a little hard to watch at times.
It is. It is hard to watch. And it's hard. Well, it's also one of those things that makes you feel like this kid has persevered. I mean, it's not just the pain and agony he's gone through, but also the other side of it is that he has persevered through all of this to become basically I don't know what you would call him. Not an icon, but he's kind of one
star.
of those. Yeah, he's there. He's there. So let's get into chapter 4. But before we do,
Yes, this is important. So pay attention for once.
pay attention.
We need your help.
I like that. Come out strong and then beg.
We need your help because we need help.
Then we do.
Yes.
We do.
So why don't you help us out, please, by liking, sharing, commenting. We read them all. And subscribe. That's it.
That's it.
Subscribe. Go ahead.
Please.
And if you have something you want us to peruse, you should come to our live streams Mondays and Thursdays, where your requests will go to the top of the list and be out a lot sooner
I don't know what
than
that really means, but it'll be at the top of the list, though.
King of the Hill.
Yeah. Yes, and also if you're a Ren fan, please go out and like Ren's stuff as well. And check out all the wonderful songs and stuff that he puts out.
He's got a lot of material,
He really does. He really does.
and we're getting through as much of it as we can.
Yeah. So, all right, let's get into it. Ren Chapter 4.
Oh.
And we'll probably stop this halfway in between. It's about 12 minutes. We'll stop it about halfway between to talk about it.
During the year I spent living back with my mum, I was leaning even more heavily into scouring the internet for answers. It became like an obsession. Most people my age were watching porn. I was on PubMed learning about mitochondria. I educated myself in things like methylation, the building blocks of mitochondria, various immune cells and their functionality, and which supplements could help theoretically bring about homeostasis in my body. I taught myself of the various pathogens that could lead to the symptoms I was experiencing. Around this time, I started ordering medical test kits from private medical facilities. I had a eureka moment when, after posting some poop in a tube to a lab in London, I discovered I had an amoeba and another more benign gastrointestinal parasite called blastohominis. Both could plausibly lead to systemic pain and fatigue. Upon researching the best course of action, I found this doctor in New York who was a world-renowned specialist in treating parasites. Return flights to New York, booked far enough in advance, were a couple of £100 back then. The treatment itself was pretty cheap. I was in no way in a strong financial position, and neither was my family, so I did what I always do when I needed to get money. I wrote and recorded some songs from my laptop from bed. One about getting to New York to find a cure. I sold a modest amount of digital copies to my Facebook friends and my friends and family, just enough to afford a trip. During this time, my symptoms had gotten a lot worse, so the entire visit was a bit of a blur. I remember sitting in a waiting room and struggling to find an inch of wall space that wasn't taken up by the countless medical qualifications and the diplomas attached to it. I half expected the walls to start bragging about their Ivy League connections and debating the latest medical research while us mere mortals waited to be called in. When I was finally on the doctor's table, I was told to take off my clothes and put on a blue disposable paper robe. An old man in his 80s hobbled in, pulled on a medical glove, and proceeded to cover his finger in Vaseline. My heart sunk. I was pretty sure I knew what was coming next. I suddenly wished I'd experimented more with my ex-girlfriend. I didn't want to lose my backdoor virginity like this. He could have at least done me the courtesy of putting on some Marvin Gaye and lighting some candles, but instead I lay in uncomfortable silence on a brightly exposed operating table, while a firm-handed, overqualified old man inserted his index finger forcefully into my anus. He never wrote to me afterwards. I felt used.
We're talking detail.
Nonetheless, I was officially diagnosed with the parasitic amoeba and given a course of heavy-duty antibiotics to take.
Wow.
I believe it was paramomycin and secnidazole. After the course was finished, I pooped into a tube again, and they confirmed I got rid of the parasites.
Wow.
The constant internal techno raves and gurgling which usually plagued my stomach ceased, but I felt just as crap. And on top of all of that, I started becoming allergic to everything. I mean fucking everything. The antibiotics had triggered some sort of massive food intolerance reaction. Whenever I'd eat certain foods, I'd get hit with a sudden hangover-like feeling, and my face would swell up. I'd later learned this was something called MCAS, and it was triggered by the antibiotics. This was the first time I felt the crushing defeat of pinning a lot of money, hopes, and time into a treatment only for it to make me worse. I'd felt it to a small degree with every failed herbal protocol, every antidepressant that gave me side effects, but this was on a much larger scale. I almost felt guilty and full of shame for not getting better. I told my friends and family that this was going to be the thing that cured me. Not only did it fail, but I was now unable to tolerate basic carbohydrates, fruits, sugar, high histamine food, dairy, grains, without feeling terrible. I felt pretty crushed about that.
Is it because of the stuff he was taking?
Despite this, some tenacious part of me had a perseverance that didn't want to stop looking for answers. I was obsessed with trawling the internet. I strongly believe if I didn't have that tenacity to keep looking after every defeat, I'd probably be dead today. After about a year of living with my mum in North Wales, I got the itch, and I decided that I'd make a bold move to Brighton. Most days I didn't really have the energy to do much other than short walks, but I had a friend over there who lived with ME for years. It felt like a safe space, a place of understanding. Being a 23-year-old living with his mother didn't feel very cool either. He had a free room going, and he was a legend. I desperately craved my own independence. After going through the heartbreak of losing love and losing the exciting career opportunity, I needed to feel like I wasn't just sitting in the tomb in Wales waiting for death, even if it was a struggle. I made the move. It was a really nurturing space, and it was full of the lunatics of Brighton who would come and go. I was still living in a thick haze, but I was meeting people who weren't judging me for it. With this safety, I was slowly finding my personality again. Despite the comfortable environment, it seemed my symptoms were only getting worse. I started having pretty constant panic attacks. The first one felt like a heart attack. I'd never experienced a panic attack before, so I wasn't familiar with the symptoms. My whole face went numb, and my heart felt like it was about to beat out of my ribcage. I panicked and I phoned an ambulance. They put me in the back, they took all my vitals, and they told me I wasn't dying. I felt disappointed. These attacks would happen pretty habitually every week or so. My symptoms of derealization seemed ever increasing. Derealization is hard to describe to someone who's never experienced it.
Before we get into him describing that, I do want to stop for a moment and talk about what we've seen. It is more of the same, just more punishment and more, disappointments. And although he did get rid of the parasite, which I suppose is good.
Yeah, I guess, but how did he end up getting worse?
Well, that's what I was gonna.
Doctor.
That's what I was gonna ask. Is it because of the stuff that they did? Were they feeding him antibiotics or something that triggered these other side effects?
Could be because they pumped him full of a lot of antibiotics.
Yeah.
And that's never good.
No. And the fact that, I understand also changing locations. Like for me, I wanted to come to Hollywood to hang out with people who were different and unique and in their own space, and it made me feel more comfortable. So I can understand why he would want to leave and find a place that was more accepting, and maybe it was a little bit easier for him because there were people like him or people in different situations that could maybe understand what he's going through. So I think that's interesting too. My dad had panic attacks all the time.
I did too.
Did you have panic attacks?
Yeah.
Oh, and
I
it's
had to
the
get
worst.
Yeah, it was terrible.
It does feel like you're having a heart attack.
Happened to me at work while I was mixing a movie with a room full of executives from Paramount.
Oh yeah.
I remember the movie too. It was the Latin Kings of Comedy.
Oh yeah. I remember the.
It was
Kings
like
of Comedy.
they had the Black Kings of Comedy.
Yeah.
I didn't do that one, but I worked on a Latin one, and I was in the middle of mastering. You have to get this Dolby certified guy to come in and give you your surround encoding. And we were trying to figure that out. And I said, I have to go to the bathroom. And I walked out and it just fell apart. And I went in the other room and I said to one of my coworkers, you got to go in there and take over for me. I am losing it right now. And he did. Things calmed down and everything was okay afterwards. But I went to see a shrink and he said, oh, yeah, you have panic attacks, don't you? And I'm like, ah! So they put me on meds.
Was that the first time you had one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never had anything like that before. And it was, like he says, it's really discombobulating. Ooh, I get to use that word. Yeah. Okay.
No, my dad said the same thing. It would feel like he goes, I feel like I'm having a heart attack. Because that's what it feels like. Heart's racing, you're sweating, and it just feels like you're about to die. And so he would have them all the time. So I feel for that. I mean, that's something he said was new, right? He had never had a panic attack before.
Yeah, this is new.
So I imagine scaring the crap out of him. All right, let's just back into it.
The closest thing I can come to is feeling like you're on bad drugs. You feel disconnected from yourself, like your soul has been vacuumed out of your body and nothing around you quite feels real. Everything has an unusual undertone and nothing feels safe. I remember one night in the first year that I lived with Ben, there was this lightning storm of torrential rain. I went outside and I stood in a t-shirt hoping I'd be hit by a bolt of lightning and it would somehow shock me out of it. Unfortunately, I wasn't on Zeus's hit list that day. This urge to be shocked back into reality didn't really leave me. I remember one day I was walking back from the shops. I found an old analog television in an alleyway that was being thrown out. I can't quite remember the thought process that led me there. I just remember feeling angry, and I decided to smash the fucking pieces out of the TV in the alley.
Wow.
I picked it above my head and I hurled it towards the ground. The screen cracked, but it didn't shatter like I hoped it would. I did it again and again and again until there were large shards of glass lining the street. I saw one about the size of a kitchen knife and I picked it up. It's hard to rationally explain self-harm that's not a cry for help, because this wasn't a cry for help. I'd cried for help multiple times and no one listened. The pain I felt inside my body could never be done justice with words. There's a certain horror, a certain frustration of living in a body that would never give me a moment of peace. I felt constantly alienated. I had no doctors to tell me what was going on. They made me feel like a hypochondriac. There are no combination of words in the English language that can express that pain, that can express that frustration. There's no song I could write that would make you understand. In that moment, the closest and truest way I had of communicating my pain was driving a shard of glass into my chest and dragging it across until the blood was dripping down my body.
Did he do that?
It didn't hurt very much compared to
did.
what was already going on inside of me. And it didn't really help me feel better either. But it was truth. And there was beauty in that. Adrenaline gives you a brief moment of respite. But it wasn't long until I was exactly where I started, just decorated in a little bit more blood than usual. I made sure nobody saw. I didn't want to cause any alarm. I didn't want anyone to be worried. So I cleaned it up when I got home, and then I resumed the life of the undead. In the next episode, I'll tell you the story of when I was stabbed by an ancient sword and when I met one of the most talented people that I know. I got tears on my sleeves, hold on, and holes in these jeans, hold on. I haven't slept in weeks, hold on. I haven't found no peace, hold on. I get my teeth tied, hold on, and these tears run dry, hold on. Two bloodshot eyes, hold on, two bloodshot eyes. I don't belong here, in a place where life has left me. I'm 25 going on 150. My body feels old and I'm trying to lift the weight from my soul, but it's moving against me. I've emptied out my tear ducts, I lift my middle finger up, I'm screaming fuck you to all the demons here that keep me stuck. The pain is sharp like paper cuts, I hate too much, but yes I trust. I must combust, I must blow up, I must have roll this courage up. Boom, sparks fill the room, I'm feeling the rhythm I move. My soul is more worn than the soles in my shoes. Nike trainer blues, a man with none to lose. I think I lost my sanity, calamity in shoes. Poor choice maker, I rip out the pages of fate, then I roll them up like bizzle of paper. Taker, lung full of destiny, a man with no part, it's a very strange entity. Tears on my sleeves, hold on, and holes in these jeans, hold on. I haven't slept in weeks, hold on. I haven't found no peace, hold on. I get my teeth tied, hold on, and these tears run dry, hold on.
two bloodshot eyes. Hold on, two bloodshot eyes. Do you ever question your fate? The questions I make, is this all predetermined, the script or a play? Am I the protagonist in this tragedy, or will I be the author of stories unmade? If so, I'll dip in my quill to my ink pot, keep on writing, never stop until my beating heart it flops. I'll write a whole different story. Scene one, a boy full of hope, a boy full of glory. Who stutters, I'm up to the top. Would rather be tougher and live it smoothly like butter, but not so bitter and cut up. And so I sit up and shut up. It's like I lit up and struck up the courage never to fuck up. And now I'm feeling the ruckus, feeling the static, and now I'm feeling the flames, and now I'm feeling the strength inside the ring with my pain. My boxing gloves and my hope that I trust to bust an uppercut, cut my demons up. Boom like a tsunami, smooth like
That's
a
tough.
tsunami. Bend the words like origami, Salvador, I be the Dali. Only love like Bob Marley, golden ticket,
Wow.
call me Charlie. Riding Harley's Bengali, Tiger Star, call me Arnie. I'll be back. And I cut the slack,
I'll
drop
be
your backs,
back.
relax, you're in the beast, and then seek it in the peace. And I'll reach the canopies, and yes, we climbing, building a brave new world inside a whole new designing. With all this fire, we burn like the sun. A new dawn is rising, a new dawn it comes. Yeah, diggity diggity down with all this corporation. They burn up the land for the greed that they run. Run deep with their roots, but their roots can be lifted. I'll be a renegade, yes, I make a fist kin. Try to seek truth in the kingdom of lies. A boy so lost with two bloodshot eyes. Tears on my sleeves, hold on. And holes in these jeans, hold on. I haven't slept in weeks, hold on. I haven't found no peace, hold on. I get mighty tired, hold on. And these tears run dry, hold on. Two bloodshot eyes, hold on. Two bloodshot eyes. Ha, ha, ha. Hold on. Hold on. Ha, ha, ha. Hold on. Hold on. Two bloodshot eyes. Hold on. Hold on. Two bloodshot eyes.
Whoa.
So, yeah, I mean, in the second part there, the big thing obviously is when he tried to unalive himself. And I can't understand that. I mean, that's something I've never had to deal with, and I know a lot of people do. And for those of you who do feel that way, know you're loved, know you're important, know you're unique, and there are other people who can help you, and people who have been there, the same
Yeah.
as you. So, and they've
Reach out. People are there to help you.
yeah, he just felt like there was nowhere else to turn, and he didn't want to bother anybody with it anymore.
Well, we've done a lot of his stuff, and he's suffered a lot.
Yeah.
And each one of those videos we've worked on has shown all the different things that keep happening to him.
Yeah.
And it's like mind-boggling that he was able to create anything, really.
Yeah.
If I were like that,
Yeah.
I would be... It's useless.
And we're thankful he does, because the stuff that he does put out, it's world-changing type stuff. It's not just life-changing. I think
That's true.
It's a viewpoint that I think a lot of people agree with, want to get behind, and so his messages are important for people to
Yes.
hear. So we're thankful that he keeps doing this, as bad as he feels. And it really makes me feel like, if he can do it,
Well,
then we shouldn't be complaining about anything.
yeah. We are going to go through the entire chapters
Yep. 3
of
to go.
this. So stay tuned. Stay right here.
Yep.
Don't move.
Don't move. Don't go anywhere. It's
And
coming.
don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment. But it's mostly important to subscribe.
Subscribe. And comment.
And comment.
Yeah, those are
We
both very
read 'em.
important. We read them, and it helps us with the algorithm too.
Yeah.
And if you like Ren, please go over and check his stuff out. Subscribe if you like, after you subscribe to us, of course. All right, we'll see you on the next one. Say goodbye, Sam.
Goodbye, Sam.